Kenichi Shirahama was never the hero type. He was the kind of kid who blended into the background, hoping no one would notice him. Bullied daily, nicknamed Weak Legs Kenichi, he spent his days running from trouble and hiding behind self-help books, searching for answers he couldn't find. He longed for strength but felt trapped in a cycle of fear, convinced he'd never break free from his reputation. One day, after another humiliating encounter, Kenichi decided he was done being a victim. Something inside him snapped and he knew he had to change. He joined the karate club hoping for change but found only more abuse from those stronger than him. Still, he clung to hope, just enough to keep trying, refusing to let despair win. Everything shifted when he met Miu, a girl whose strength was undeniable and whose confidence inspired everyone around her. Watching her defeat a gang of thugs with ease, Kenichi saw the possibility of real power and a new way of life. Miu invited him to Ryozan-paku, a dojo unlike any other, where legends were made and limits were shattered. That invitation was Kenichi's turning point, a chance to step out of the shadows and into a world of true challenge. He took the leap, determined to face his fears head-on no matter how daunting the path ahead seemed. At Ryozan-paku, Kenichi's journey truly began, surrounded by masters who would push him to his limits. No more running away, now he was running toward his challenges, determined to change his fate. The dojo would test him beyond anything he'd imagined, demanding every ounce of his willpower and spirit. The boy once mocked for his weakness was about to discover what he was really made of, forging a new identity through sweat and perseverance. His path would be paved with pain, sweat, and relentless training, but also with hope and newfound courage. But, for the first time, Kenichi believed he could become the hero he'd always dreamed of, no matter how impossible it once seemed. His story is proof. True strength isn't the absence of fear, but the will to overcome it, again and again. Kenichi's transformation from weakling to warrior was underway, and every day brought him closer to his goal. The world would soon see a new Kenichi, one who stood tall, unafraid to face whatever came next. And it all started with a single, terrifying step forward, one that would change his life forever. Ryozan-paku looked ordinary from the outside, its wooden gates and peaceful garden giving little hint of what lay within. But inside it was home to living legends, warriors whose skills had become the stuff of myth. Led by Miu's grandfather, the invincible Superman Hayato Furinji, the dojo gathered the world's greatest martial arts masters, each with a story of their own. Each master was a force of nature, unmatched in their discipline and feared by all who knew their names. Akisame Koetsuji, the philosophical jiu-jitsu genius, taught with wisdom and patience. Shio Sakaki, the karate powerhouse, whose fists could shatter stone. Kensei Ma, the unpredictable Kenpo master, always kept his students guessing. Apachai Hopachai, the Muay Thai giant whose strength was matched only by his gentle heart. And Shigure Kosaka, the silent weapons prodigy, whose movements were as swift as they were precise. Kenichi's training was brutal. Each master had their own brand of torture, pushing him far beyond his comfort zone. Akisame's exercises built his body from the ground up, focusing on every muscle and joint. Sakaki's drills forged his strength and resolve, teaching him to never back down. Kenzie's lessons demanded balance and agility, challenging both mind and body. Apachai's sparring left him battered but tougher, his endurance growing with every session. Shigure's weapon training sharpened his reflexes to the edge, demanding absolute focus. Every day, Kenichi was pushed to his limits and beyond, discovering new reserves of strength within himself. But he never quit. He saw himself growing stronger bit by bit, and that progress fueled his determination. The masters, once intimidating, became his mentors and family, guiding him with tough love and encouragement. Ryozan-paku became more than a dojo. It was his new home, a place where he truly belonged. In this crucible of pain and support, Kenichi began to forge his own path, step by step. The weakling was gone. A true martial artist was emerging, shaped by the hands of legends. Ryozan-paku's living legends were shaping a legend of their own, and Kenichi's journey was only just beginning. Kenichi's fighting style is a unique blend, forged through relentless effort and unwavering determination. It's a fusion crafted from 5 legendary arts, each one shaping him in a different way. Karate, taught by the fierce Sakaki, gave him raw power and a solid foundation, teaching him discipline, balance, and the importance of a strong stance. Muay Thai, under the watchful eye of Apachai, transformed his entire body into a weapon, devastating kicks, knees, and elbows that could shatter defenses. Jiu-jitsu from the wise Akisame taught him to control and redirect, using an opponent's strength against them, mastering leverage and technique over brute force. Kensei Ma's Chinese Kenpo added speed, agility, and pinpoint strikes, making Kenichi's attacks unpredictable and lightning fast. Shigure's weapons defense honed his reflexes and awareness, making him nearly untouchable even when facing armed opponents. Each style brought a new layer to Kenichi's arsenal, expanding his abilities far beyond the ordinary. Karate's strength, Muay Thai's brutality, Jiu-Jitsu's control, Kenpo's speed, and weapons defense. Together, they made him unpredictable and versatile in any situation. He could switch from a powerful punch to a fluid dodge, from a grappling throw to a rapid-fire combo, adapting seamlessly in the heat of battle. This versatility was his greatest weapon, allowing him to face any opponent no matter their style or strength. Kenichi wasn't just learning moves, he was learning how to adapt, improvise, and survive, turning every challenge into an opportunity to grow. The 5 pillars made him a fighter like no other, each master's teachings becoming a part of who he was. Every lesson, every bruise built a foundation for something new, forging his spirit as much as his body. Kenichi's body became a living library of martial arts, each scar and muscle telling a story of perseverance. His journey was about more than strength. It was about mastering every way to fight and understanding the true meaning of martial arts. And with each pillar, he moved closer to becoming the mightiest disciple, ready to face any challenge that awaited him. Kenichi didn't just copy his masters, he fused their teachings into something new, the Shirahama style. In battle, he'd shift from karate's power to Kenpo's agility, then surprise with a jiu-jitsu throw or a Muay Thai knee. This constant adaptation made him impossible to predict. Offense and defense blended seamlessly. He'd disrupt with a Kenpo strike, then finish with a karate punch. The Shirahama style wasn't a set of moves, it was a mindset. Flexible, creative, always evolving, his body instinctively chose the right tool for every situation. Because he learned from 5 masters at once, he never got stuck in one way of fighting. His style was a living reflection of his journey, always growing, always adapting. The masters argued over whose style was best, but Kenichi proved the real strength was in unity. The Shirahama style had no fixed form, only endless possibilities. Every fight taught him something new to add to his arsenal. Kenichi's style was the ultimate expression of adaptation and perseverance. Kenichi's greatest weapon wasn't just his body, it was his mind. He mastered Sei Ki, a calm internal energy that let him mask his presence and stay cool under pressure. This mental control made him unpredictable, a ghost on the battlefield. His ultimate defense was the Seikūken, a 1-meter sphere of absolute control. Within it, Kenichi could sense and intercept any attack, reacting with superhuman speed. The Seikūken wasn't just a barrier, it was a zone where Kenichi dictated the flow of battle. Mastering it transformed him from a punching bag into a defensive genius. While others fought with rage, Kenichi fought with clarity and calm. Sei Ki and Seikūken showed that true strength comes from a disciplined mind. Kenichi's mental fortitude set him apart from every opponent. His calm energy was the secret behind his most impossible victories. As Kenichi grew, he created signature moves that blended his master's teachings. The Adaten combo used Kenpo footwork to close in, then unleashed a storm of karate and Muay Thai strikes. Overwhelming speed, no escape. His finishing move, the Mubiyoshi, was a strike with no warning. He erased his presence, then attacked at the perfect moment. Kenichi even reinvented classic techniques, adding twists from other arts to amplify their power. He wasn't just copying, he was innovating, analyzing and improving every move. Each technique marked a new level in his journey. The Idaten showed his mastery of speed, the Mubiyoshi, his control of ki and timing. His unique variations proved his intelligence as a strategist. Kenichi's arsenal was a living record of his growth. Every move told a story of a lesson learned and a battle won. These techniques made him one of the most creative and feared young fighters around. Kenichi's fighting style was as original as his journey. Kenichi's journey was about more than fighting, it was about heart. He started as a scared boy but grew into a protector, fighting for others. His strength came from his will to defend friends, not just himself. Even in battle, his emotions showed. determination, humor, and humanity. He was both a fierce warrior and a relatable, anxious teen. Like water, his style was fluid, gentle when needed, overwhelming when pushed. He adapted to every challenge, never locked into one form. Kenichi proved true strength is built, not born. His spirit, not just his skills, made him the mightiest disciple. His story inspires us to face our own fears and keep growing. Kenichi's journey is a celebration of resilience, courage, and heart. Which part of his path inspires you most? The perfect defense, the unstoppable strike, or the courage to change? Kenichi Shirahama reminds us, anyone can become a hero one step at a time.